Well, hello, beautiful souls, my Libra friends. Thank you guys so much for joining me here and welcome to my table. If you're new here, hello, you guys. My name is Zachary. It's nice to meet you. And if you're returning, it's good to see you guys again. Pull up a chair, my friends. I did save a spot for you. So I do have some messages to go over, channeled messages and meditation, oracle cards, tarot cards, what we do here. All right. So Libra, getting into your messages here. The first thing that I was given was auditorium. So, I mean, auditorium and auditory kind of mixed together. We're in an auditorium, we're being listened to. The next thing that came through on that was we hear you. We hear you. Something about your plea being heard. So I understand globally and life in general throughout time immemorial is a tricky mistress. um, many different things that could be heard. So whatever it is that you're going through right now, it does seem based on the rest of the message that there is potentially even an offer of some sort coming forward that you have received you need to consider. Um, but somebody hears you, okay? The next thing that I was given was a right angle, and I was told the Goldilocks principle. So, not too much, not too little, just the right amount. I do want to explore that a little bit more. What I get from that, though, is there's something about having just the right amount of hope, having just the right amount of pressure, even from fear, to move us forward into something, realizing that there are many different dynamics that we experience in this life that are moving forces that move us into action, recognizing that whatever goes one way has to come another. There is a central point to everything. We're not acute, we're not obtuse, right? So the next thing that I was given was a line from, I think it's Believe, a Josh Groban song from Polar Express. Destinations are where we begin again. And then I was given congratulations. Congratulations, Libra. Yay. I'm not sure what is going on specifically for you guys. It's going to be different for everybody, of course. Could be job related. Maybe you've been looking to move, to change something about yourself, a habit, a lifestyle change of some sort, a relationship potentially. It feels like this is bittersweet though, coming off the coattails of the right angle, just not too much, not too little. Recognizing that as we go further into life, especially, when we're younger, we tend to swing a little bit more to the extremes than we would as we experience a little bit more of life and recognize that there is this swing. So something has ended. And this feels like it's bittersweet, like I said. This is something that you've wanted because something is beginning again. But I'm getting this feeling of kind of lost in space. Lost in space. Okay, lost in space here. We're just floating around on this rock in space, right? I feel that. So the next thing that came through was orichalcum. I had to look this up because I like as a loved Kingdom Hearts, RPG video game player. Orichalcum has always been something that's a part of fantasy texts or video games, books, that sort of thing. Nowadays, it was actually metal, though. It was something that was real. I didn't realize this. So, orichalcum. It's Greek for golden stone, and it meant mountain copper. So it is kind of like brass, best that we can figure. It is a mixture of copper and zinc, and then some other trace metals in there. They used it for coins to make fiat. It's also considered the red metal of Atlantis. That was just something that stood out to me here too, because red is a color that's been coming through some of these messages. We'll come back to this here, the orichalcum here in a second, because it kind of ties into one of the oracle cards that came through, and I love the connection. We'll get there. We'll get there. So, two oracle cards. Let's move into this here that came through in the alchemy, wild unknown alchemy deck. You guys have the uncreated and Saturn. The uncreated and Saturn. So this is an interesting combination. When I first pulled this out and was reading this here in the book, the uncreated, Very excited about this, you guys. This is the not just the potential, but that force that's like knocking on the door, saying, "Hey, we're ready to be created." Whatever this is that you're wanting to create, bring forward into this life, into this reality, it's right here at the threshold. You've been calling it forward. I'm drawn back to that here. We hear you. So something you've been working to create for quite some time is right there. Um, it is happening now. It says, yeah, listed out in the book. It is happening out now. Do not delay. Act now. Don't walk, run. This does feel like I don't like to be extreme or alarmist and say, if you don't take this chance now, you're going to miss out on something. It does sort of feel that way, though. The energy that is surrounding this moment needs to be grabbed. It feels very Firefly energy in the Wild Unknown animal deck. Believe in what's to come. This is a potent time to create and conceive. So I also get it's a very fertile time, period. So if you're not looking to do something like get pregnant, I would be cautious about what's going on here right now. Wrap it up, as one would say. That could very well be a high potential right now. So with Saturn coming in with this energy, this is where it feels interesting. So Saturn is structure and authority, consequences too. And Saturn can be a constrictive energy. So we've got this expansive energy with the uncreated, and then kind of a constrictive energy with Saturn. So I don't take this as this is shutting anything down. Kind of. This is where the timing or needing to grab this opportunity, whatever this is very important. And I do also want to clear up, again, I'm not creating a sense of, emergency or urgency towards something. Most of the time, if something is feeling urgent, demanding, especially people trying to sell you something, that is not for you. Okay? Please understand that we live in a world of smoke and mirrors, and everybody's trying to smell something. Everyone's trying to smell something, okay, Libra? Everybody's trying to sell something. And pandering to fear is very, very common. So I just want to be clear on that. I am not trying to pander to fear. I am also getting this message that there's a need to grab the bull by the horn, so to speak, but to know which bull to grab. One is the bull you're wanting, and one is just bullshit. Okay? Okay. So this, with Saturn, back to Saturn here. Creation is possible, but what is required right now is consistency and structure. So whatever it is that you have been working to create here, there's a component that's been missing, and that is structure, consistency, commitment. Maybe this is something you have been committed to up until now. And if that's the case, I feel like this energy, like I see a key in a lock. Just that door is opening. This moment is what you've been waiting for that creative force to come forward, to appear, whatever it is that you're working to create. If you haven't been working to be consistent with structure, dedication towards something, this is a very sharp reminder that that is a requirement to bring this into reality. Okay. So the next thing that came through here, the Urbana Witch Oracle, is what Spirit wanted to work with here. And you guys got tea with flowers. So this is interesting because this card talks about being cautious about receiving food from a fairy. And this has actually come through several readings here recently too. So I feel like the not necessarily a fairy specifically, maybe, but this is a caution towards what it is that you are digesting, what it is that you are accepting as far as food. Could be literal food, especially as we're going into the holidays here. But this feels more like media, what it is that somebody's saying. The caution is that everything that shines is not precious. And this is where the concept of an offer or an opportunity coming forward here for you guys, and to take caution, not saying don't take that, but it's saying just be cautious. And then back to orichalcum here. So this is where I loved this little connection. Thank you, Spirit. Because I had orichalcum come through, and I'm like, well, that's great, all this stuff coming through. What was the point? As we got to tea with flowers, now I understand. All that shines is not precious. So the purpose of using that material in coinage was to mimic the look of gold, but it's not gold. So it was shiny. And I'm not saying that that material isn't precious in some way, but universally we look at things like gold, silver, precious metals that maintain value, and they have maintained value throughout our history. So what this is saying is, keep a keen eye. It doesn't take too long for you to smell. Hey, there's that smell. Okay, to sniff out what might be actual gold and what is just shining to distract you. Okay. All right, let's get into this a little bit further, you guys. I like this message so far. Yes. Yes. Actually, and hold on. I'm very thirsty. Very thirsty. I hope you guys are doing well. I love you. I know, especially as we are getting into the holiday season here, can be a difficult time for some of us. I'm definitely a part of that group. I just want you to know that I love you guys, okay? And it's okay if things aren't always the easiest. We're gonna get through it together. All right. Is there another oracle card? We want to do animals. Okay. Let's go ahead and move forward here with the wild unknown animal oracle deck. So first card here, I'm going to do, what is your path right now? What is the path you are on? You're wanting to take, you're heading down. The moth. Oof, okay. Interesting. I would think to see this as a little bit more of an obstacle. So the path that you guys are on right now, the moth talks about, well, all that glitters isn't gold is also a part of this. So that's twice now this message is coming through, caution towards what is shiny. And we live in a world where everything polishes itself up. That turd round the corner is polishing itself up with a filter, right? You know, to look prettier on social media or whatever. Everything is about polishing ourselves up to look shiny and pretty. Because there is this thing our brain does where it sees something that is pretty and goes, that must be good, right? Really, well, really in nature, right? Those things that are typically pretty or more colorful are actually typically poisonous to humans, especially, or to other animals. Um, so you guys are on a path right now where you're being asked to pay attention to the choices that you're making, all right? What is the obstacle they're facing on this path? It's interesting. Oh, cobra comes through here. Butterfly at the bottom. So we're wanting to turn from that moth into the butterfly. You're working towards transformation or whatever it is that you're working to create in this life. You want to be that butterfly. And this is a reminder here right now. Well, there's some things that are distracting, okay? Maybe even distracting from the consistency that's needed here with Saturn. Cobra coming in as your obstacle. So Cobra is this energy of when the student is ready, the teacher appears. I feel like the obstacle on the path right now and the distraction is us, you guys. We need to be ready. As soon as we are ready, this energy's here with the uncreated. Boom. It's right there. Boom. I am very much getting this energy of we're in our own way. Speaking of everything that's shiny, just general screen addiction is kind of what's coming. Yeah, this could be very much talking about a dopamine issue because we can get distracted from what it is that matters to us and what we want to build and do and change by our phone, just by our phone. I feel like it's important, well, it is important to curtail that behavior, your brain with dopamine, you guys. It's actually very well studied and how that works. If you can stay off of your phone for at least an hour, 2 hours before you start your day, this actually sets you up to be less addicted to your screens or other things that are bringing in dopamine, okay? And we are all dealing with this. We are all dealing with this issue. So that's not going to change on its own. We have to put some effort into that. We have to be dedicated here, okay? All right, let's get into tarot. We'll start with the, you do want this one, Phantasma. We'll start with the Phantasma deck here. What do we have for Libra? Please, Spirit. Okay, what's up here? The Empress and Seven of Pentacles. Oh, patience towards creation, you guys. I feel like you've been patient, all right? What is missing right now is, well, you may even be distracting yourself because you're feeling like what it is you've been putting effort towards in creation has not been coming forward. So you're like, what's even the point? Hold steady, especially if you're someone who has been consistent about something. I very much get that feeling that things are about to change. And if you haven't been, there's still time to do that, you guys. But time is running out. Okay? Strength. Yes, we need to have that inner strength, conviction towards what it is we're doing right now. This is a general reading, so please keep that in mind, you guys. If this resonates, I love it. If it doesn't, please leave it behind. We're not forcing things that don't make sense to fit, okay? It's okay if this message isn't for you. I do have readings open and available if you guys are looking for some help with something a little more personal to you. There's a link in the description of this video. It'll take you to my website. I do also have memberships available. You can check that out in the description too. There's a join button next to the subscribe button as well. So your hope at this time, we have Page of Cups. I feel this desire to graduate, okay? This desire to graduate, and this feels like your spirit, like your higher self is pushing you towards emotional growth here. The Page of Cups is also bringing something down from the ether into reality, into creation. So yes, you guys are hoping to get to get it down here, whatever this is you're working to create. New business, art project, could be many, many different things. A message, though, all pages can be messengers too. I feel like some of you are waiting for a message on something, whatever this opportunity is. Some of you may be calling an opportunity forward, but I feel like some of you have also received an opportunity or an offer on something too. Okay, let's keep going. Curious Travels here for the second deck. What do we have here for Libra? Please. Ten of Swords here at the split. This, you guys, I feel like this is our shadow pile here. So this is reminiscent to me of what I was just saying with the screen addiction. Getting addicted to something that's actually causing us pain. And I'm not saying, like, there's no way we're shutting technology out, and there's no reason to. But we also need to be our own best ally. Like I said, give yourself an hour. And if that's too much right now, give yourself 20 minutes, 30 minutes, work yourself up. I promise you it's worth the effort. Especially if you're really far into screen addiction. Yes, it's not going to be fun, but you can do it. Hey, strength there again at the split. You can do it. It's going to take a gentle hand. Gentle consistency is something that's coming through here. All right, for Libra. The Magician here at the bottom. So this is your fear aversion. I feel like you guys, this is manifestation too, manifestation potential. The Chariot is this manifestation in motion now. So the fear here, the anxiety is, like I said, where is this? I've been working to create. What just fell? I have no idea what just fell here, you guys. I'm not going to edit that out. I feel like that spirit saying, listen up. I don't even know what that was. Yo no sé. I'll have to go back and watch that. Interesting. I feel like the fear, like I was saying here, is this creation ever going to come? You have everything that you need, and you've been working towards manifesting whatever. For some of you, you may need to add a little bit more consistency or structure to what you're doing. But those of you who already have that are going, where is this that I've been working to create? It's coming, okay? The opportunity, that door is opening. There's something about timing, though, that we've been waiting for. That is just so weird. I don't even know. I don't know. I don't know. My set's falling apart, I guess. Okay, let's get into your message here. General energy to start. The Wheel of Life, as I'm talking about timing. Oh my gosh. The Wheel of Life, Wheel of Fortune here. This is timing. The wheel turns and we don't control that. It is moving at the speed it's moving. So what I'm getting from this, and Saturn is just really standing out here to me. There was a, I'll get back to this in a second. So Saturn, I feel, it's kind of interesting here. Saturn is represented by the middle finger. Oh, and I didn't notice there's a little piece of gold there too. Ooh. Saturn being representatory of like authority. What, the middle finger, flipping the bird here. It's kind of, well, it is saying screw you to authority. It's an interesting energy. I feel like this is kind of where some of you are going, screw structure. You have put this work into something. Don't give up, you guys. Don't give up now. The wheel is turning in your favor here. I'm getting like the concept of luck. Luck is not just something that's tossed out. Luck is opportunity meeting the tools, the proper, preparation and opportunity meeting. It's life opening a door, right? But you still have to step through it. You still have to have the right shoes on to get across that threshold, and the courage, having both strengths come through there. So the timing on things is becoming ripe, you guys. Don't give up. Whoever's in that position where you feel like you've given it your all, I feel very strongly that it will be worth it to you very soon. And if you're not in that position, like I said, this is funny. If you're not in that position, like I said, you still have time to get a structure going, okay? Get serious about whatever it is that you're wanting your life to be. This is your life. This is your life. The Hanged Man comes through to clarify this. A pause, a delay, a delay. I do feel like we're talking about a delay here more surrounding timing in general. Timing in general. Sometimes this card can represent a need to see something a little bit differently. And for some of you, I think that is the case. Needing to see maybe that there is more effort that needs to be put into consistency. I think about like an exercise routine, something that requires consistency. If you want to change something about your body through exercise, that takes dedication. We're not going to have abs after one session of sit-ups, right? I wish, trust me. I wish. This is the Wildwood Tarot. Anything else here on... Interesting. The Stag comes through here. So I'm getting this feeling of consequence, repercussion is what's coming to mind. Consequences is a part of Saturn too. What's going on consequentially? The tree of life here on their drum. So as the wheel is turning, depending on what it is, what kind of work you have put into something here, this is what I'm getting, is this is a moment of karma. And karma is not jaded. Karma is not an entity that has emotions. Karma is not vindictive. I know a lot of people like to say that, oh, karma's a bitch, and it certainly can be. Karma can also be wonderful, right? It's not personal. You kick a wall, now your foot hurts and there's a hole in the wall. That's karma, cause and effect. So this is just a reminder here, like I said, if you've been putting work into something, you're going to see the fruits of this. There's a delay that's being lifted here very soon. If you haven't, there may be some disappointment. Use that if that is the case for you, where there is disappointment. Use that as an opportunity to change, okay? So let's get into the good stuff here for you. Death to start. Death is transformation. That butterfly is standing out, actually. That was on the bottom here. Transformation. Something is finally shifting. You're finally getting to the end point where rebirth comes back in. Death and rebirth have to happen at the same time. We can resist it, though. We can get stuck on the pain that death has created in our life and resist transformation truly happening. That is possible. We can work to resist the death from happening too, but eventually that energy will be taken from us if we don't allow death to come through. So being in the good stuff here, though, this transformation is highlighted. Whatever it is that you're working to create, this feels personal, like something about yourself. I'm working to be more patient. I have been working on meditating, a morning ritual, meditations, journaling, that sort of thing. Especially with those kinds of behaviors, I feel like the payoff surrounding that investment you've put in, especially if that's you who's done this, you're going to be very happy about that very soon. I'm feeling a little emotional over that. That's great. That makes me happy to feel that. Again, those of you who haven't been putting work into something, I feel like this is a great opportunity to be honest with ourselves about what it is that we do truly want. We have to do something to get where we want to go. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting that we hear you. Your plea has been heard. Your plea has been heard, but there's still action that needs to happen on our side. Yes, that plea, the reason that that reason that creative energy is coming forward here at the door is because we've been heard. We still have to open that door. That's the work we're putting into it. Queen of Cups comes in here next to clarify the good stuff. I do feel at this time we're being emboldened, emblazoned. So our emotional experience is what's coming through here, especially towards death. It does feel like there's been a sacrifice. We've had to sacrifice something. Maybe not a grand sacrifice all at once, but like I said, step by step, every day we're carving out time to dedicate towards working out or drinking more water or whatever. Um, this is coming through with healing too, a nurturing energy. We had the Empress fall out as we were shuffling the Empress and Seven of Pentacles, being patient towards that. I feel like I keep seeing this like a cup and putting a hand over it and then taking it away. Um, Discernment, some better discernment, knowing when to receive and knowing when enough is enough. Ooh, knowing when enough is enough. Ooh, okay, yeah, I'm getting chills on that. So this is being heightened for us at this time, that discernment, knowing when we're done with something. Okay, anything else on that, please? Good stuff here. King of Bows, shaman here at the bottom. There's your magician again. King of Bows and Four of Vessels. Adder and Boredom. I feel like slow poison is something that's coming through with these snakes here. Something where there has been like a fight, a feeling of a fight, maybe literally quarreling between somebody else. I feel like the message coming through on that with Four Vessels and Boredom, it's reminding us that that energy of boredom, ennui, needs to go somewhere. If we're feeling bored, we need to do something about that. And I'm brought back to screen addiction again, you guys. Our poor brains and dopamine. Like our brains are not set up to just take more and more dopamine. It will actually start shutting down its ability to receive more dopamine. So it doesn't matter how much of it's being squeezed out, and we only have so much of it day to day, and it starts to lessen. Um, I feel like this is being lifted though. So if you have been putting attention towards that, maybe you're aware. You're trying to cut down your screen time. You're you're paying attention to the analytics on your phone saying, "Oh, I spent 4 more hours this week on my phone." Um, there is some discernment and recognition that is being assisted for you guys right now. Your plea is being heard, and the response that's coming back is, "We hear you. Here, look at this. Pay attention to this habit, okay? If you're feeling bored, that is a great indication that there may be a dopamine addiction somewhere, first of all, you guys, but that energy can be put towards something else too. You can put that combative energy. like I'm getting kind of like a kid where you take their iPad or something away, that response that is an issue. Okay, I know that we're going to find very soon that that is a huge issue, but we can turn that energy of combativeness into a leadership quality for ourselves. We can lead ourselves to what it is that we're looking for if we only see our own participation here. Okay, and it doesn't have to be just like phone addiction. We're all, there's so much. You scroll on TikTok for 2 seconds and all the ads, everything, it's all meant to drain us of dopamine. And we're playing into that if we're not paying attention. Okay. What you don't see coming here. Ooh, what's in the dark? Four of Wands. If I can pick this up here. Four of Wands. Crossing a major threshold. Something that you've wanted, something you've been working towards for a while is coming forward. You're about to cross that threshold. That uncreated energy is working its way forward here too. A reason to celebrate. Back to the offer opportunity, some of you may be offered. I don't feel like taking a moment to see, is this gold? Is it brass? It doesn't mean that the opportunity that is coming forward for you or being offered is not the one to take. I feel like this is more of a practice of discernment, like I said. Are you taking something out of boredom? The Four of Vessels reminds us to not get caught up in negativity or boredom or any one thing. There's so much that's going on around us. We could miss the nuance of what is meant for us, this major accomplishment, if we're stuck in going, gosh, I wish I had my phone to scroll through, you know? Okay, what is this? Oh, it looks kind of like a heart here in the center of these wands. Something your heart has been wanting for a very long time. Two of Swords comes in to clarify this. What you don't see in the dark right now is a need to make a choice. There's a decision that's needed here. I don't want to harp on the dopamine thing. It is just such a large part of our reality, and I'm working through that myself, you guys. I'm certainly not sitting here as anything that's perfect. The decision, though, these are two forces that are pretty heavy. It may even feel like it's impossible to lift one of these weights. But it is. Can you tell me a little bit more about that, please? Okay, Two of Arrows, Injustice. This is Two of Swords. So that tells me when that happens, Spirit is saying we're right on the money here. The injustice, though, that's happening um, is towards ourselves. She is blindfolded here, hoodwinked. I feel like this is as we're in the age of Aquarius here too, this is a time of grand wake up. Wake up, wake up, get out of bed. Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey, Libra. Well, and this is very Libra-esque too. Yeah, with the balance. You are in charge of your own balance. This is what you don't see. You may be feeling like there are these forces outside of you that are constantly controlling everything that you do. And there are some things I understand that are just outside of our ability to change right this second, but ultimately I don't think anything is impossible. Impossible. You guys are being reminded here, though, that you have a choice. Okay, let's get into your obstacle. Your obstacle at this time. Queen of Pentacles. The quality of, well, choice, right? Queen of Pentacles lives the life she wants to live because she makes the decision to live that life. Genderless here. Fertility is a component of this too, and this was coming through with the uncreated. This is a very fertile time for you guys, and whatever it is you have been putting effort towards is what's coming up. Whatever you have sown is what you shall reap. That seems to be very much the message here right now. The difficulty about this, I feel like there's There's also ownership that's coming through in this message too. The hard part about this is maybe acknowledging or owning the decisions that have been made that have created the life that we're living, individually and collectively, you guys. Because we're all dreaming this dream, which means that we can all change this dream too. The hard part, I feel like, is owning that. Okay. The Travelers comes through here too. This is particular to the Curious Travels deck here. This talks about traveling, a big travel forward motion though, moving forward in a positive way. So yeah, this I can feel is the difficulty right now. Whether you're in that space of delay and you've been putting work towards something or you haven't, there's been a pause. There's been a delay here. When we had Pluto retrograde into Capricorn. It was in Capricorn before it came here into Aquarius, and we are still feeling the effects of that. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. So I feel like that's a part of the delay. Things are being dismantled, untangled. Okay, things are being untangled here. That's why there's been this delay. Once they're untangled, though, and we see what it is that we have created, we may be happy with that, we may not. Some of you may have to take a step back before you can move forward. Okay. Last little bit on this here, please, Spirit. Queen of Bows. There's that hair, too. It was in the Queen of Pentacles. I do feel what I get from this is kind of like a bratty energy, to be honest. A bratty vibe. If we are watching our crops grow, it's getting time to reap whatever it is that we have planted, what we have sown, and we're not happy with what's come forward, we can either look at that and go, well, shit, I need to do something different for my next crop, or we can take it out on everybody else. And I feel like this behavior is, well, running rampant right now. There is a distinct lack of ownership. So be cautious about that, okay? It's not a judgment call. It's just a caution towards that. So let's go ahead and I'm going to pull an oracle card here, and we'll go ahead and do an extended. In the extended, we go over direct messages from your higher self, love and advice, career and advice, and then what is most likely being manifested for you based on your thoughts and emotions. I'm going to go ahead and do, what do we want here, Spirit? Blue Angel. Okay. Blue Angel Oracle here for Libra. Final messages. What's going on? What's up? What does Libra need to know? Links are in the description if you want to join me for that, you guys. I do have them for sale individually and on the 3rd tier of membership if you want access to them all. What do we have here for Libra? Last message. Shambhala. Shambhala. I am actually going to read this one here from the book. Book. That 2 is also standing out. You've had a lot of 2s coming through here. Balance, right? Balance. Golden Age. You are entering a period of creativity and abundance. Woo! Perfect. This card signifies a golden future is soon to unfold. Gold, you guys. Oh my God. But we have to identify it. We have to take the path where the gold is. You will have many wonderful experiences accompanied by feelings of deep fulfillment and peace. This is a creative and productive time through which you express and manifest your inner vision. Stay focused on your dreams and they will manifest. You shall feel inspired and your positive energy will inspire others. Express the love and creativity within your heart and you will experience great joy. At times it will seem as though heaven has truly descended upon earth. My soul is a sacred space through which I create endless abundance. My thoughts and ideas are unrestricted by time or space. I love that. So on point. So hold the vision, you guys. Like I said, those of you that have been, and I feel like most of you are, hold the vision. It's coming. Working into Golden Age. Yay! All right, you guys, I love you so much. And I hope that this message is helpful. Please take care of yourselves. And I'll see you all very soon. Be well.